Hello everybody and welcome back to Dr. Ghost Games. If y'all are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Dr. Ghost and I make content for the game World of Warships Legends. Today we are going to be back in the HMS or HMAS Vampire, and we are going to be joined by a couple division mates, none other than Pharaoh's Pocket and JJ. And they both have channels. Go check out their channels in the link in the description of this video. And make sure to go give them some love here. Show them what Dr. Ghost Games is all about. And yeah, so this is going to be a double feature. This is going to be about a 5-minute match, and the next one is also going to be a 5-minute match. Pretty quick little matches in some low-tier ships. We're going to have some fun. And you guys know me. I like to post videos on all parts of World of Warships Legends, not just high-tier ships. You know what I mean? So, with all that being said, let's talk about the Vampire a little bit. So, the Vampire you guys can pick up for free right now in the Xbox/PlayStation stores. It is a free bundle. You get the Vampire, of course, and you get some premium time, some boosters, and all that stuff. It's another tier 2 freebie. But the one thing I like about the Vampire, and that sets it differently from all other freebies, is it is the very first Australian warship in the game. It is a Australian destroyer. HMAS standing for His Majesty's Australian Ship. And yeah, so it has a special place, I know, in Pharaoh's heart, because he is from Australia. And yeah, so I know he loves this ship, and I know it has a special place, definitely in his heart for sure. And yeah, we're already in a gunfight here. Triple Vampire division going absolutely ham on this enemy Vampire. And yeah, we're just showing these guns, man, what they're capable of. They are 100mm guns, 4-inch guns, very good at this tier. And you can absolutely just smack people around like we're doing to this Vampire. I mean, this Vampire is just getting absolutely bullied. And my cat just knocked down one of my cans, you little shit. Omaha, what do you think you're doing, buddy? But no, if you guys are not aware, that is my cat's name. And no, believe it or not, it was not named after the ship Omaha. He was named after the city of Omaha, Nebraska. So yeah. But hey, we got a devastating strike there. Hit a couple torpedo hits, and boom, down goes that enemy cruiser. So far, our division has 2 kills. Now, this enemy Campbelltown, very historical ship too, right there. British destroyer, a gift from the Americans, and that was notorious for being at the Saint Nazaire raid. There's a lot of cool tier 2 freebies that have some really awesome history. Look up the history of the Campbelltown, guys. The history of that thing, trust me, it's worth taking a look at. Look up the Saint Nazaire raid and look what the Campbelltown did. It's an awesome little boat. But nonetheless, I mean, down he goes. JJ yoinks another kill, taking out that enemy Campbelltown. And yeah, so that basically cleans up this side. And 4 out of the 6 enemy ships have been eliminated. And all we have to do now is take out the enemy cruiser and the enemy destroyer. Actually, technically, we don't have to do anything. We're winning on points, but hey, who says sitting back and doing nothing is fun, right? So we're going to go out here, give the last 2 guys some hell. And yeah, so, you know, anything else to talk about the Vampire with? I mean, it's got some little British smoke screens, I believe. And it has some torpedoes. They are single launched. And yeah, now, I do hope that Wargaming adds some more of these Australian ships. I would love to see HMS Perth, HMS Canberra, HMS Australia herself, one of the Kent-class cruisers, I believe, a heavy cruiser. And I would love to see the Vampire II up at Tier 8 or even Legendary Tier. There's some pretty awesome ships that they could bring in for the Pan-Europeans here. Or sorry, for the Commonwealth. But, yeah, now we have a high caliber and a Tier 2 destroyer. 26,000 damage high caliber, and that's going to rack up there. I'm trying to get some shots here on this enemy Wix, an American Tier 2 destroyer here. And he looks to be having a little gunfight with our destroyer, if you guys can't notice that on the map. And yeah, it looks like our destroyer is absolutely showing him what is up. Maybe the Wix is trying to get his torpedoes off, because it doesn't look like that Wix... Nope, the Wix is starting to fire his guns. Never mind, I spoke too soon. But yeah, we're just going to keep these guns rolling, and that's really what all these gunboats are about, man. Keeping these guns rolling. Bop, 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 bop. I mean, that's literally the whole strategy here. Daka, 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 baby. That's how I like it. Now, we're also making way here to intercept this enemy Katori here. Katori, a Japanese light cruiser. It was a training ship, and it's only got 2 turrets, I think they're 4 6-inch guns. But they are 4 6-inch guns, and they're very accurate, so we gotta be careful. But the Katori is on like no HP. We know the Katori has no armor, so our HE shells should absolutely just smack the crap out of them. if they do actually hit. And yeah, there's a penetration. I'm looking to get some more penetrations off him here, and that should hopefully take him down. I mean, you can see these 4-inch guns are just absolutely plastering this Katori, and down he goes. Second kill of the game, and that will be the last. And ladies and gentlemen, that would be the first game. And battle ended, not too bad at all. Like I said, make sure you guys go check out JJ's channel and Pharaoh's Pockets channel. They got some pretty awesome stuff over there. But anyways, on to the next match in the Tier 4 Pan-European destroyer, the Visby. And we're right in the action here. I did start recording this one a little bit later. But yeah, the Visby, guys. I'm not a big fan of these Pan-Euro DDs. I'm not going to lie with you, but this match was alright. And I thought, why not show it off in like the double feature that I had planned. So we're just going to keep these torpedoes rolling. I mean, the torpedoes on these Pan-Euros, not the greatest, but they do have pretty good range, and they're very fast. And that's one thing I kind of like about them. But the downside is the damage. I mean, the damage on these torpedoes is very, very underwhelming. But they have a higher chance of causing a flood. So, I mean, they're kind of like carrier torpedoes, if you want to think about it that way, but carrier torpedoes that are like laser beam fast. So, yeah. Now, I am joined by a friendly division mate. I believe I'm joined by Simpin, of course. Simpin and his kamikaze just absolutely nuked the ever-living shit out of that Farragut, giving him a devastating strike. Down he goes. Farragut off the board. That's huge. Farragut's a huge threat to any DDs because Farragut is like the best gunboat at Tier 4, and even some Tier 5s struggle to deal with the Farragut. I've got a lot of videos on the channel with the Farragut, and you guys should know that I know that that thing is one of the best gunfighters at the tier. Yeah, down he goes. Very good indeed. Now, the torpedo range, like I said, it's very good, and they're pretty fast, too. And the reload on these torpedoes, very good. You're going to get your torpedoes back pretty freaking quick. And, yeah, now the one thing that's different about the Pan-European DDs is the fact that they have heals. They don't have smoke screens, they have heals, except the Friesland, of course. Yeah, so I do like the tech trees, but, like, I wouldn't prefer them over some other lines. I like the Visby, but do I prefer it over other ships? Not really. But it's a fun little thing to take out, and I really have nothing wrong against the Visby. It's underwhelming, that's for sure, but it's fun, you know? It's a different kind of boat to take out, and I like it. It's alright. But, yeah, so we're getting our torpedoes on target. It looks like we might actually hit that Congo with 1, maybe 2. And we actually do hit him with 2, getting a flood as well, bringing our damage up to 18,000. Like I said, the torpedoes don't do a lot of damage, but they are back, and there's only like a 40-second reload on them. So, yeah, we're just going to get them out there again. Hopefully they'll hit that Congo, give us a flood. You never know, right? So, yeah, now the guns on the Visby, they're pretty good, and all the Pan-Euro DDs have decent guns. I mean, they're not the worst in the world, but 7-second reload on 4 or 5-inch guns, it's not the greatest. But, I mean, they're there, and I think at the higher tiers, once you get to Tier 6, guys, that's when the Pan-European destroyers really start, you know, actually becoming fun. I think Tier 6 is like when the Pan-Euros actually start shining. But, the Tier 4, the Tier 3, the Tier 5, I don't really like the Tier 5. It's kind of the same as the Visby with better guns, but I don't know. They're alright, and we actually do manage to take out that enemy T-22 with our guns, bringing our damage up to 31,000, getting our first kill. Not too bad at all. And, I mean, yeah, that's just what the Visby's all about. We're going to get some more torpedoes out here down in Torpedo Alley. There's 3 battleships here to farm off, and we're just going to absolutely show them what is up. We got some wide spreads out there, and speaking of wide spreads, the narrow spreads on the Pan-European destroyers, very narrow. It seems like the Pan-Europeans really took the meaning of narrow spread torpedoes to heart here. Yeah, they're very narrow spread torpedoes indeed, and even the widespread torpedoes are like really narrow spread torpedoes. I mean, that's literally, yeah, the spreads on these things are fantastic. And it looks like we actually might hit that Congo with, once again, maybe 2 torpedoes. Maybe actually 3? Yeah, we hit him with 3 torpedoes, 3 floods. We got an incapacitation. He's going to die here any second. He actually did have a DC, so he put out the 2 floods we got on him. I'm hoping that I can get a fire on him, maybe. Or if I could just kill him with superstructure penetrations. Now, Simpin manages to take out the enemy Nassau, I believe. Down he goes. Simpin gets another devastating strike. I mean, it's a kamikaze. It's kind of toxic. We all know that. But we'll take it. We will take it, indeed. It's a ship at the end of the day. Simpin just wants to bully some people sometimes. No. GG's. And, yeah, what a nice game here so far. But we ain't done yet. I mean, we got some torpedoes en route towards that enemy Wyoming. The Wyoming doesn't even have the hull upgrade on, obviously, because he still has the classic World War I era little towers, whatever you want to call those. Someone could correct me in the comments, but yeah, nonetheless, he's going to take a whole wall of torpedoes here, only 2. Nothing much we can really do about that, but we're about to have our torpedoes reloaded. Remember, Pan-Euros have very fast reloading on their torpedoes, and we're going to get them right back out there. Narrow spreads, one right on target, one behind, just in case he turns. And yeah, our team is also just absolutely plastering him and really just showing him what is up here. And yeah, they look decent. He's on like no HP, so those should take him out. And indeed they do. It takes 3 to do it, bringing our damage up to 70,000. That would be, ladies and gentlemen, our 3rd kill of the game. And now all we have to do is either kill this enemy Langley or just wait for the points, because we're at 978 points. We're almost at 990. So yeah, we're about to end this game regardless of what happens. And yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this video. And yeah, not a bad 2 games, if you don't mind me saying so. I hope you all did enjoy it. A little bit of a double feature kind of action going. And yeah, battle ended. GG's to Simpin, GG's to Pharaoh's Pocket and JJ. And yeah, I hope you all did enjoy it. Have a great rest of your days, wherever you guys are at in the world. I'll see you all next time. Peace out, stay healthy, as always.